And we're live.
We are live. We are live.
All right, how's it going, man?
Good, good, good. What's up, everybody? This is Brown Rice. This is the Brown Rice Podcast, episode one.
I can't believe we decided with that name. You freaking goof
I think it's clever. I think it's kind of unique, when you say brown
and
rice.
racist at the same time.
A little bit, yeah.
But it's just targeted to us, though.
Yeah, but I think it definitely does. What am I call it? It reflects us a little bit, We're both a
In
little
what
brown and a little
way?
Asian. We're both brown and a little Asian, bro. Anyways, everybody, thanks for joining in. If you're listening to this, appreciate you guys. My name is Sean Petty, Sean the Blasian. And on the other hand,
And I am Steven Silalahi. You can follow us on Instagram. Mine's just at Steven Silalahi. No space, no caps, no nothing. And Sean, what's yours?
at Sean _ the Blasian.
Hey, give us a
Yeah.
follow.
But yeah, Jane, thank you for tuning in today with us. This is what we're hoping to be like a regular thing. So yeah.
Yeah. Today I was just listening to a bunch of podcasts and I just kind of like get some inspiration of what needs to, what it takes to be a podcaster.
hmm
But it's really just talking, man. You just having a chat with someone, and then someone
hmm
will be interested enough to hear it.
No, yeah, a lot of the podcasts they are like that. I feel like so many people when they do try to start a podcast or start a YouTube video or whatever, they try to rely so much on structure, and then you take the creativity aspect out of it when you do that. So I like how
Yeah.
we're kind of doing it as a improv type.
Yeah. I mean, we're just kind of having fun. We're just chatting
Yeah.
like regular people.
I feel like for those of you guys that know us, you guys know that me and Steve, whenever we hang out, we'll end up saying really dumb stuff, or we'll actually just end up ridiculously just having lots of fun. Like our videos they make together, they're 100% genuine. Not really
Yeah.
scripted. They're just fun. So that's what we're hoping to bring you guys to this podcast, as also some insightful stuff.
Yeah. True story. So just a little background about us. How long have we known each other, Sean? 10 years? No, not 10 years. I would say
How long have
about.
I suffered with you?
Oh my god. It's not that bad.
No,
I'd say 7 years,
oh,
8 years,
almost.
8 years.
It's been like 2011, 2010, right?
Yeah, so that means like if we have a kid when we met, that means they will be like in third grade right now.
Why do you say it that way? There's so many different ways you could explain that.
There is, but that's the one that popped in my head, and that's the one that said it came out of my mouth.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, but no, I've suffered alongside Steven for almost 7 or 8 years. We've known each other since high school. I think it's been a wild story.
Yeah, well,
Just
story.
yeah.
Well, so this is Sunday night. We're coming to another week here, and just a quick question, Sean. So, how was your weekend?
Weekend was good. Worked a little bit, so that was nice, and then getting on this nice little mini vacation that they give us just to kind of de-stress from all the work. It's been nice, but yeah,
Gotcha.
the weekend's been good. What about you?
So well, hold on before we go into me. What do you do for work?
For work, I actually work on an ambulance. I work on a medic ambulance and work down in San Diego. So yeah, whenever people call 911 and they're having medical emergencies, me and my partner are the one that shows up and try to figure out what's going on and help you out from there.
And then if I actually knock on wood, had to call 911, and you shut up and we're like, this fucking guy
Dude,
out
if I
of
see you,
everyone.
just know if I see you and you're the one calling 911, bro, I'm instantly turning around and be like, he's fine. He's fine, bro. He needs some milk.
I need some milk. Well, mostly because you know me, I'm a little hypochondriac, so that's probably why
Mhm.
too. Bro, he's fine. It's all in his head.
It's all in his head. Where's his arm though? He's fine. He's fine. He's
My
fine.
arm's in my head.
Oh man. But what
Yeah.
about you, bro? What do you do?
Nothing much. Saturday was completely relaxing. This whole
hmm
week I was kind of got better at working out more consistently. So
That's
Saturday
good.
and Sunday I kind of took a break. Saturday though, I watched this new TV show on Apple TV Plus,
Hmm.
starring Chris Evans, our own Captain America,
hmm
and then he plays a dad.
hmm
And then he also, so what happened in the main story is there is a murder in that town. A
Yeah.
high schooler died, 14-year-old, and
Yeah.
then his son, Chris Evans' son in the story, is suspected to be the murderer, and
Uh.
then he is a lawyer.
Yeah.
So it's really tough. So no, he started off with like being this really good lawyer, and then suddenly he has to defend his son, and then everyone's like turning their backs on him, which is like very interesting. The
Huh.
guy, the actor who played the son is the guy from It, the stutter guy.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but I know who you're talking about, the main character.
Yeah, you know his
Um,
face, right?
yeah, I know who you're talking about. I
Yeah.
wish.
So they released the first three episodes on Friday night, and I
Oh,
watched all
wow.
three on Saturday. And I thought it was good. Should give it a try.
Binge watching.
Binge watching. And then on Sunday today, I was mostly cleaning the house.
Hmm.
I cleaned the backyard, cleaned my room, vacuum, changed my sheets, and scrubbed my bathroom. Now I feel great. My room smells
Yeah,
amazing.
dude. Honestly, like, oh, what I've noticed too is like when you clean your room or when you get it. I don't know if it's just me, but my whole thing is like if you ever start like I don't know if it's the same with your aunts and your uncle, but like if you clean something, or you start doing something in the house and then they ask you like, "Hey, can you just do this?" I lose all motivation to do. I'm like, "Nope, I don't want to do it anymore."
You
I
already
just
know. Well, actually, today is kind of quite the opposite. I was
yeah.
tasked to clean the backyard, and then I still had some energy left, and I kind of
Hmm.
gained momentum from moving so much. And I'm like, you know what? Might as well. I'm gonna knock out my room and my bathroom, and now I'm ready for the week to start all fresh.
You're just full
Yeah,
sending it, just saying, you know what, I'm gonna just keep it going.
100%. Yeah, exactly, bro. We've been quarantined for how long now, Sean?
It's been almost a month.
Yeah, I think a month
Almost
and
a
a
month.
week.
Yeah, it's been
For
almost
me,
a
it's a
month and a
month
week.
and a week. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been crazy, obviously, but
Mm-hmm.
obviously this is something that's out of our control. We can only do our best to figure out what the next steps are,
Yeah.
right? Live it a day by day. But I don't know
100%.
how have you been handling the quarantine
Uh,
life?
for for me, like I'm fortunate. I'm blessed to still be able to work. I was working in the healthcare industry.
Yeah,
There's always that need for people, so it's definitely been a blessing to not have to worry about so much about like income and stuff like that. I can't speak on behalf of others. I know there's a lot of people out there that are struggling, so just hoping that something happens that helps them out. A job comes across the table for them. But yeah, for me, on it, I need to sneeze.
oh God, it's a time bomb.
Go. Excuse me.
That was so lame. That was so anticlimactic.
Okay, sir, you don't have to judge my sneeze. What the heck, bro?
Bro, you sneeze weird. Yeah, we can't be friends. You can't
Bro,
sit with us.
when have I ever sneezed normally though? I feel like I don't know. I hear this a lot that like
Bro, it sounds like you're about to sneeze, but when it comes out of your ass. Like,
like a fart.
yeah, you're exactly. So it's
What?
kind of weird. I don't know. You should change it. You gotta work on your
Yeah,
sneeze.
no, 100%. You know what? I'm gonna just actually let me type that in now. Okay, done. All right, rule number task one for tomorrow: change my sneeze.
I'm gonna change my settings, make sure the delivery is very appropriate, soft released.
Bro, I'm gonna record all my sneezes then and just send them to you. And be like, hey, is this appropriate, bro?
Hey, sounds good. I'm gonna use that as an alarm every morning, just like 6 a.m. Hut, hut, hut. Oh
Shut
man,
up.
it's so.
Oh,
Shut up, Sean. I'm trying to sleep. But how
uh,
have you been like coping with like not seeing friends? Obviously,
mm,
I haven't seen you physically in literally like a month and a half,
yeah.
closer
Um,
to 2 months.
I think for me, it doesn't hit me too hard because I'm able to kind of understand the situation. I know it's not like, hey, you guys are never gonna see each other again. So I think just mentally, I'm able to be like, all right, one day at a time. We'll see what happens the next day. So I've been
Good.
able to kind of cope with it a little better than others. But what about you? I know, yeah,
Well, for me, actually, a little different because you just hope for the best every day. Because I have
yeah,
most of my family live in Indonesia.
mm-hmm,
Most of you don't know, I was born and raised in Jakarta, Indonesia, and I moved to the United States when I was 15, and I'm 25 now, so it's been like 10 years.
yeah,
And yeah, my whole family's there. I actually just saw them this past Christmas and New Year's, and it
mm-hmm,
was perfect timing, I think, for me to go. If I wait another month, I feel like it would have been much more
yeah,
problematic. Can you imagine?
a
So I'm
hundred
glad
percent.
I got to soak it up with them before this whole pandemic starts.
Mm-hmm,
But I'm in contact with them at least you know 2 3 times a week, FaceTime,
mm-hmm,
and then we're constantly chatting. We have a group chat every day. So as
mm-hmm,
long as everybody's doing great, I'm hopeful that everything's gonna be okay.
mm-hmm.
And then yeah, friends definitely. I haven't seen most of my friends in almost a month and a half, but I've been kind of like dealing with it by taking this opportunity to work on my hobbies a little more and some skills that I never get
Hmm.
a chance to work on. So that's actually a good side of it.
Yeah, and
So
that's
that's
so
my
cool to
take.
hear though, because like your hobbies, like you're already skilled in like cinematography and just like working with like video editing and photography. So like, and you're creative. You're probably one of the most creative people I know.
Oh, thanks, man.
100%. When it comes to you saying you're gonna spend more time on this hobby, that kind of like is I'm excited to see what is about to come next, bro. Because just seeing what you've been able to do when you already have this full schedule, you're able to have, you used to be a full time student, you graduated, and then now you have this full time job, you know, being able to have a little more of that breathing room to see what you're about to like crank out, bro. It's like, I mean, like we're getting that
Oh,
first hand look, It's just like the prequel to the great thing.
yeah. I mean, what else? To be honest, it's been also at the same time with this quarantine, I've been doing a lot of reflection. Like, okay,
Hmm.
so a lot of people are dying. They're dying by like numbers every day, and
Mm,
it's kind of sad to watch. So now, what can I do to make my life worthwhile, right? And
mm,
then like, if it's I can't predict the future, and I don't want to be negative or whatever, but like, I think the grind starts now. When else? When
definitely.
else? I mean, I'm almost 25 now. I'm almost a quarter of a century, and it's kind of a scary number. For some people, probably like, bro, really? But for me, it is right now because I don't know. You're hitting that age where like you start having me. I personally start having like health problems such as like anxiety and stuff. I'm like, I didn't
Yeah.
have this 10 years ago. What the hell? So I'm like, man, I gotta crank my work up. So
Right.
that's kind of what motivates me too. And at the same time, you just kind of want to be somewhere in ten
Yeah.
years.
You know what's also cool? Like you were talking about, like how a few years ago we wouldn't have anxiety as like a kid, and now we have like we're all experiencing it in our own certain way. I think
Yep.
it's like how crazy is it that we used like how like TikTok, which is insane. I feel like everyone has become TikTok famous now. Like in a
Yeah.
matter of month, there's been like a couple hundred to like a couple thousand new TikTokers that are just famous, which blows my mind. Um,
So what do you do for a living? I'm a TikToker.
I'm a TikToker.
You
Respect. Like
said
if you're able to make a living off of that, dude, respect.
honestly, just like I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I want to put that on the top of my LinkedIn page, like TikToker. Hire me.
Hey, honestly, you never know. Like they could become like I don't know actors or whatever. Um,
True, true. Because that
right.
what some people took off from Vine. I mean, look at
King
Shawn
Batch.
Mendes,
Yeah,
King
King
Batch. Shawn
Batch.
Mendes.
Yeah.
I think Shawn Mendes is the best case scenario. Like he literally started from like doing 6 seconds singing
Uh huh.
videos, and now he's platinum records, whatever.
Dude,
Crazy,
like
crazy.
life is crazy. What was I? What was I saying? Dang it, my
Your
brain just shut off. Oh, I was talking about the
your
whole.
brain. I was gonna say your brain first because you sneeze that way.
Oh my gosh, here we go. I'm gonna see how many times you bring up
You
my
gotta
sneeze
change
through
your
this whole thing.
sneeze.
You gotta change your sneeze. No, I was talking about the whole like we don't have to really worry about stuff when we're kids, but now like kind of remembering waking up on like a Friday or Saturday and being like, oh, sick, either getting
Yeah.
on like Modern Warfare with the boys or watching Saturday morning cartoons, either bowl of cereal, and now you're like, all right, gotta make sure I clock in, or hey, gotta send in that report, or
Oh
gotta
man.
adulting, bro. Basically,
Yeah.
is
I mean, adulting is fun, but at the same time, there's when you do
said
it.
no one ever.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. For me, at some point when I would start doing the adulting stuff, especially, I see the major change when after I got my full time job.
Mhm.
Um, it felt kind of exciting because you kind of become this like you're jumping into the shoes that your parents always thought like, oh, this is what's your next step supposed to be, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm actually in this now. But then after like a while, you're like, no, I want to go back to my childhood. Take me to Neverland, help me stop growing. Just like let me be stagnant forever.
Yeah, honestly, like I feel like just want to hit that time or the pause button,
Yeah.
just to be able to soak everything in.
Okay, well, another question then for you, Sean. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
Oh, Jesus. This morning, actually, I was super excited this morning because online, like I love the fitness world, like working out, like doing my best to eat healthy and whatnot, even though I love burritos. Oh my God, bro, I love burritos. Anyways, back to the
Oh,
question.
I like
um,
stop rambling. Just get to the point, bro.
no, so online I ordered from one of the pages I follow, and the company is called Muscle Egg. So essentially, it's liquid egg
Muscle
whites.
egg.
Yep, Muscle Egg is liquid egg
Um,
whites that they sell by the carton, but it's flavored.
that sounds disgusting. I'd rather
Dude,
like
they're so
drink my
good,
own
man,
throw up, bro.
bro. It is so right. Like at first, it doesn't sound good, but they're flavored to like kind of help you be able to consume egg whites. So if you're like competing, I know like there's a lot of top competitors that will use this during either their prep or getting ready for a show.
Yeah.
And for the flavor I got, it was chocolate mocha. Dude, when I tell you it tastes like something from Starbucks, I'm not kidding you, bro. It is so good.
You're saying an egg drink
Yes, yes.
sounds tastes like something from
It
Starbucks.
is so good.
All right, send me a package and I'll give it a try and I'll
I
review
will
in the next
send you a little
podcast.
cup and I will send it through like FedEx and you'll get
You
it in the
send me a
mail.
cup and also like some disinfectant with it. It's how we roll these days, man.
Right? You got it, man. Like you got to be careful. But what about you? I know you're super immersed in your culture when it comes to like food. So like what is it that you let me ask you it this way. What did you have today, but what is something that like is a common breakfast to have in Indonesia?
Well, I would say it's common at the same time very iconic.
Mhm.
Every time I have this meal, it's very like, oh man, this takes me back to elementary school and middle
Mhm.
school. So we have white rice on the table,
Mhm.
and then we have
In a bowl or just like on the table?
no, well, I mean like to be served for everyone, man.
Sorry. My
By the
bad,
way,
my
follow us, the brown rice.
bad.
Yeah, so we have a bowl of white rice, and then
Mhm.
we have a bowl of Indomie, which is noodles
Mm.
and soup. It was like
Mm.
a yellow curry flavor usually,
Mhm.
and then we have a plate of eggs. So we would
Okay.
take a little bit of everything, and then kind of mush them all in one plate. Oh man, it's fantastic. The mixture
Ah,
of the noodles with the rice, and then the soup, and then the egg.
it's just like a nice little blend. That sounds really good.
It's carb galore, but man, I take it,
Right?
just for memory purposes. But this morning I had
Honestly.
nothing like that, and I had nothing close to that level of healthiness that you did.
Mhm.
I had a big ass bun of cinnamon roll,
Hey.
and then a bowl of fruits. There were strawberry, kiwi, and papaya,
Hmm.
and a cup of coffee, just black.
Black coffee. So I'm talking about. Um.
Do you like
No,
coffee, Sean?
dude, honestly, before I wasn't an avid coffee drinker, but starting to work like the hours that I do now, coffee has started to make its way into my food triangle to where I need a cup of coffee to operate like in my shift because if not, then
Gotcha,
it's ridiculous. So,
gotcha.
yeah. Going back to your breakfast, I think I've had that meal before. I think you showed me that it was like yellow. It's just like scrambled egg, right? It's kind of like
No, it's
or
actually omelet, and you just cut in like triangles, and then you
huh.
take your own triangle, put it in your plate, mix them up. Man, I got once this quarantine stuff is over, we should make a video of this and do a review of what you think of this typical Indonesian meal,
Yeah.
at least in the Silalahia household back in the day.
Yeah, I can show you what a Japanese meal is, man. Like I feel like the culture class. But
Yeah,
like yeah, I think that'd be
perfect.
cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for some of you guys that don't know, I'm Japanese and Steven is Indonesian.
Yeah.
So if you guys ever hear us say anything that sounds remarkably racist towards one of those cultures, just know it's because we like teasing each other about the other.
Yeah. Well,
So
you're half Japanese, right?
yes, I am
And
half
what's your other
Japanese.
half?
I am black. I don't know. Yeah, like black. I don't know. Some people get offended if you say a certain way, but yeah, I'm half black and half Japanese. Hence why I call myself the Blasian, Black Asian.
Yeah. Well, I'm half. I guess I'm three quarters Indo because my mom's half Indo, half Dutch. So for an Indo person, I'm pretty freaking pale. So is my sisters.
Really?
Yeah, dude. There's so many times back in middle school, people always ask me like, "Are you like half white or something?" There's a term. There's a term in Indo we call it blasteran. It's like, "Are you a blasteran?" Blaster means like you have some blood.
Blasteran.
Blaster like blaster. It doesn't make sense, huh?
It sounds sounds like a Pokemon, bro.
Blasteron.
Blasteron. I choose you.
Oh man, I hope you
Uh,
Indos are listening to this.
Anyways, you're saying Blasteron? Is that what you're
Blasteron,
saying?
like the word blaster,
Okay.
and
And
then
that just means
blasteron.
like white or
Yeah, you have a mix. You have a some sort of portion of either European or American descendants, whatever.
hmm.
But obviously, you're pale and you stood out in front of everyone like a sore thumb. Because
You're
most
like, oh
Indonesians
no.
are dark.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Honestly. So when we first started hanging out and like started when I first met you in high school, It was
Yeah.
through like mutual friends, right?
It was through some people from like the choir room and stuff.
Yeah, no, 100%. I remember that. Like we had a Christian club, right? Yeah.
Yeah, cause I was in choir in high school, and
Mm-hmm.
that class is always right before lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And then they use that room at lunch for Christian club.
Mm-hmm.
So during transition, you would walk in kind of early, and I was
Mm-hmm.
finishing up class, like, "Oh, what's up, Sean?" And that's where we kind of met.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, and then we had some goofy friends that we used to have.
Oh, tons.
Yeah, we
We
had
had
Mike. You
tons.
know, shout out to these guys. You know, Michael. Oh, Michael was probably one of the funniest guys that I've met, and you know, still know to this day. And then Wes and Dante. I think those were
Yeah,
the little group that we still hang out with.
but yeah, those are good times, man.
Yeah, right. It's been insane.
Simpler times.
Right. So, what was the biggest culture shock? I feel like that's something I actually never asked you. What throughout 10 years of suffering or whatever of knowing you.
Forget you, bro. Forget you.
No, it's been an honor. But what was the biggest culture shock coming over here?
Well, I had a lot of expectations. I had a lot of kind of like mental preparation.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, I watched a lot of American stuff. Really, I didn't really watch a lot of Indonesian stuff, so I was very exposed to like what American high school culture kind of like.
Okay.
But it's not until I experienced it that I realized how much different it is. I guess I got lucky because Carlsbad, when where we went to school, it
Mm-hmm.
was very it's a bad word to use, but tame. Because everyone was really nice. I thought there was
Yeah.
I never experienced any bullying or anything. And I
Mm.
mean, first thing I noticed as soon as I walk into that school, everyone's like a foot taller than me. That's for
Story of
sure.
my life, man. Story of my life.
But that was the one thing that I was very surprised that everyone was actually very helpful.
Mm.
And they actually appreciate me being a foreigner. They were very like, "Oh,
Hmm.
that's so cool." I'm like, "Really?" I thought I'm like an I thought I'd be like an outsider,
Yeah.
stereotypical high school, whatever. But yeah, that was the culture shock, if anything.
Hmm. It's just like how like welcoming people were.
Yeah, yeah, it was, and I'm very thankful for that.
That's good, man. Yeah, like we were definitely blessed when it comes to like the school they went to. It
Yeah,
wasn't like in a bad area, you know. I know we can't like not many other people could say that, but definitely that area that we went to school with, you know, not much gang violence. Just a lot of people were actually like pretty chill with everyone, you know.
yeah, exactly,
So
which is great, and
no,
I'm
hundred
grateful for
percent.
that.
But no, dude, I think it's been kind of crazy the journey. I think when did we link back up? It was because after high school, we and you really didn't like talk or like see each other for I think maybe like 1 or 2 years.
Right after high school, are you kidding me, bro? Like right after high school, I took a year off, so I
Uh
didn't go to
huh.
college right away. And then one day I went to Chick-fil-A to get some food, and I saw you working there.
Oh yeah, when I was thick. Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
I was
that was like a few
thick.
months after graduation. Yeah, you were thick.
I was thick, like oatmeal with like no water. No, with a little bit of water. When you're like, bro, what is this? Yeah, man. I don't know. No, I was going through some stuff. Like I haven't told many people this, but in high school, I don't know. It sounds all negative, but I got picked on and bullied a lot.
Really? Well, I'm
Yeah.
sorry that none of my sense made sense to your life, man.
No, it's all good, bro. Like I always try to shake it off and whatnot. Shake it off.
No Taylor Swift.
My nickname for like some people they used to call me meatball
Oh
because
my
I was thick,
god.
but my arms and my legs were small, so it looked like I was a meatball that you get from like IKEA on like toothpicks.
Bro, you look like those Eminem characters during like the previews of like the movie theaters. There's like
Bruh.
Eminem commercial. That's you, bro.
I, I would have taken that. I'd be like, yeah, why they call you Eminem? Can you rap? Nope, I'm just thick. I am just
I got the
round.
peanut inside. Okay, that's weird now.
Don't know where you were going with that, but you know what, bro? Oh man, something about Steven, if you guys don't know him, he just says the first thing that comes to his mind. So, but yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Well, just to keep everybody informed that this is really our first beta podcast
Mm-hmm.
that we ever done, and we were very welcoming everyone's feedback. What can be fixed? What can be adjusted? What can we add to the future? Maybe
Mm-hmm.
music,
Yeah.
special of sound effects, kind of people like that.
Yeah.
But and maybe what length that you guys like to listen to the podcast. Typically 25 minutes, an hour. I don't know, but what do you think, Sean?
I mean, Lord forbid my brain doesn't work in hour increments sometimes. I gotta my I don't think I could hold a conversation for an hour, but I'll be more than happy. But yeah, no, any feedback is very welcoming. Like good topic ideas. I know like the whole coronavirus thing is up and about and everyone's talking about it. So we'll try to kind of do kind of like what me and Steven talked about today, just kind of like how it's affecting us and whatnot, and we'll kind of keep it a little lighthearted on that. But if you
Yeah.
guys are like, hey, like, did you hear about the new Kardashian thing? Or did I don't know if people still talk about them, but
We're never gonna
like,
talk about a Kardashian, I'll tell you that. Unless it's some major headline that I'm like, all right, let's dig deep into this. Then that's
right,
fine.
like, no, but yeah, we're always open to feedback. So,
And I'm really excited, Sean, for this journey. If
hmm
everything works out, who knows where this can take us. Like we can look back one day and like, hey man, remember that first podcast we did at
right, I think it'll
11:45
be
at night?
cool. At 11:45 at night on April 26th, it was wonderful.
I
Five
sound like
percent.
a I sound like a TV announcer from like 1940s. With this today, on the TV, you got news on the Yankees
Oh
scored another
man.
goal.
The
Goal? No, two different
sports.
sports.
Yes, sports. Yes.
Yankees play soccer. The
Oh,
Miami Heat scores a touchdown.
oh, my head is hurting. That just what?
Oh man, I can hear Sean sneeze right now.
Stop. Oh man.
We're hitting the 25-minute mark, and we just want to kind of wrap it up around here. Sean, anything
Hmm.
you want to say in the last minute?
I then again, just thanks for listening in today. Just hope that if you find us entertaining or whatever, just always give us that feedback, and we hope that you continue listening to us. I think it'll be something that, yeah, like me and Steve were kind of hoping for. Just kind of not even. I think our whole goal in this is just kind of bring light to
Yeah,
all the stuff
it's a
that's been
vibe
going
check.
on. So yeah, vibe check. I
Absolutely.
like it. Yeah,
Maybe we should name our
big vibes.
podcast that. Hey,
The
welcome to Vibe Check.
welcome to the vibe check. Okay.
Brown rice.
Hashtag brown rice. Oh
Hashtag
God,
brown rice.
cringe warning, bro.
Okay, yeah, cool. Same for me here. It just we're excited for this journey, and we'll see where it takes us. But until then, I hope you guys, everyone, have a great week. Stay positive and
Hmm.
stay healthy. Just be hopeful that we all get through this difficult time.
Yeah, we'll all see each other one more day. Like, where's one more day, guys? We got this. So,
Hell yeah. We'll tune in for the next episode if it's gonna happen. But I'm excited, Sean, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
all right, everyone. Have a good night. Till the next one.